Good morning. Well, good afternoon. Oh gosh, it's already getting hot in here. I got the air conditioner set on a nice cool 61 degrees, but let me tell you something. In a bell tent, in direct sunlight, the only thing this air conditioner does is make it to where the temperature is almost as cool as it is outside. So all this air conditioner is really doing is keeping me from absolutely frying. It's already in the upper 80s. It'll get up to around 93 today. Hot? It's hot, folks. But there's nothing we can do about that. I got about 35 more days here in the bell tent. This has been a very fun experiment. I have been here for April, May, June. I'm almost done with July. 4 months. The tent has taken on rain. The tent has taken on all sorts of conditions. I'd say the only thing it really cannot handle with ease is the fact that it is hot. It does retain heat. That's why it has a stove jack area. You know, it's right there. Right there. It's good for that. It's not good for cooling off. Now, if you're shaded, if you could build like a structure over it or put a shade over it, it's not so bad. In indirect sunlight, it's really not that bad, but as soon as the sun starts penetrating, it's horrible. And I have the rain cover, so I feel like without that, oh my goodness, not good. So yeah, let's get into it. You want to see what I do in here all day? Want to see what I do in this 20 space all day? Yeah, all right, let's go. Well, I do what a lot of people do. I get up out of the bed like that, right? First thing, get up out of that bed. And then I come over here to my my coffee station, and I'm already one cappuccino in, so let's do another. Gotta have some milk, you know? You gotta have some milk. Gotta have some fresh ground coffee. Hell yeah. I find that if I grind the coffee myself, I feel like I deserve it more, like hand grind it. I don't know if that's some sort of psychological thing. And I get a little arm workout in, so that's nice. Dump that guy out. Get myself a little plate so I don't make a mess. Yeah, you know, this espresso machine, it's not bad. It was like $100. I got it as a Christmas present, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it at all. Maybe I should have chose a different camera angle, but you know what? I didn't. The shots come out fine. I'm not grinding it as fine as I probably should for espresso, but it's because the grinder actually broke. And thanks OXO. Yeah, it doesn't grind as fine anymore, but it does grind, so we're not going to be angry about that. Oh, fun fact though. In order to actually, see, I'm already sweating. Because of my power station, in order to actually run the espresso maker, I have to turn the air conditioner off because of the startup. You know, it's these kinds of devices here, like blow dryers and things like that, have a really high juicy startup that will bankrupt your power system if you're running other things. So I start sweating for my coffee. I really am paying for my pleasures here in this space. Let's get that going. And I still have the fan going, so it barely hits the espresso meter there. It needs to get up into the red. Like I said, it does good enough. I'm not gonna complain. It does good enough. Whoa! Air conditioner, whew, back on. That is always a lovely moment after making the coffee. You might be asking yourself, why the hell are you living like this? And I think that's a really good question. Why am I living like this? Well, I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm crazy and weird. And I like to do experiments, and this has definitely been an experiment. I bought this tent from Montana. And I will say, I think if I was in Montana, things would be pretty good. The dry heat, no humidity, so if you can kind of control the climate indoors without humidity, it'd be fine. In the cold, I think there'd be some issues, especially down, I think around 10 degrees and lower Fahrenheit, it would get cold. But I think for the most part with the wood stove, you could even remedy that. Heating blanket, you have some source of power, whether it be solar, or whatever. I think it'd be okay. Whew, let's do a little tour. Let's check out the sink first. Just got a little water pump. Probably thinking to yourself, oh, that's really small. But you'd be surprised. It actually works just fine for teeth brushing, for everything like that. It just goes to 2 water tanks. I switch them out. This is literally just a hole. I made this table. I cut a hole, put some pipe into a 5-gallon bucket. I empty this when it gets nearly full every couple of days. So, not bad. It's really not that bad. It's rarely a problem. I'm not doing dishes in there, you know what I mean? I have my espresso maker, which feels like a drastic privilege. Got my refrigerator. I put this thing on wheels, so it'll actually roll out. The wheels are just velcroed to the bottom, and it seems to work fine. Just pull that out. But yeah, fridge looks a little crazy. Freezer, got some frozen juice. Takes a long time to freeze liquids in this freezer. But there you go. Roll that back out of the way. That's nice and tidy. So this is my sort of indoor kitchen space. Got some cleaners in there. Got a little hook for my trash. I have my power station there. And this is where a lot of the magic happens for food prep. For food, I have food here, food here. I also made this out of some scrap wood. I have another power station I don't use. That belonged to my dad. I keep that as a backup, and I use that in my truck camper in the cap. When I'm in there, I got a bed here. It is 2 Hest mattresses on just a cheap little frame I picked up on Facebook Marketplace. I got an air conditioner here that I also use sometimes truck camping. This is my wood stove that is not in use. A little piece of wood that I made for a cutting board on top of it for now. And this is the system for my truck camper. It's my bed platforms under there, and this is the other part of it. And I just have this set up here for now to kind of utilize it while I'm in this. But it's normally, this looks insane in this setup, but it is what it is. Got a little clothes rack here from IKEA. It was too tall, so I actually cut it down with a grinder and re-tapped the screw to put it back together and made it much shorter, and that is working well. Other than that, you got the door, and then I have a pee bucket. So I have an outhouse, and I pee in this in the middle of the night if I have to, dump it in the morning. That's fine. Got my door here. Honestly, this place is not bad. It's not bad, and if it wasn't so hot, it wouldn't be bad at all. I got this stick here. I got this stick up in somewhere in the Dixie National Forest in Utah. A little stick I found on the ground, and I did some decoration on it. But anyway, I put that up so I could have these lights kind of come down and not be in my face, and that worked out good. And this is basically my spot. This is it. There are a lot of chores that come with living like this, but not as many as you would think. I mean, I do have to go get water. I don't have water. I have to go get water for drinking and things, and then I have access to a hose where I can get some water for washing dishes and for taking a shower. And we can discuss outhouse and all that situation too. But for now, this is how I live inside of a bell tent this is basically it, folks.